G'day lads. Today's stream is going to be, as you can see in the background, if I get rid of that crap, Horizon Zero Dawn. This was actually the very first game I ever played as a PS4 player. When I got a PS4, my mum actually got it for my 23rd birthday, and this game came with it, and which I just absolutely laughed about, because the reason I wanted a PS4 in the first place was to play this game. So when I got it, I was absolutely amazed, because when she asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I asked if I could get a gift card to go towards buying for this myself. But when I met up with her for lunch, she gave me the entire PS4, so I was very, very shocked. And it was absolutely awesome. Thanks, man. And apparently while she was down there, she was looking for games to go with it. And she spoke to one of the shop gives. It was at JB Hi-Fi. She spoke to one of the salespeople, and she asked what's a good game. And she said like he likes things like swords and shooting bows and things like that. And the guy actually asked her, "How does he feel about big monsters?" And she goes, "I'm sure he would like a game like that." 100% correct. My mum knows me really well. Thank you. And the guy suggested this game, and she got that along with the PS4. So and yeah, let's get started. I'm probably just going to repeat myself now because I'm going to start recording it as well. G'day lads, MysticEye here. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, as you can obviously see. I've got a stream going at the same time, so obviously by the time this actually goes up, the stream will be finished, but the stream will be recorded and be placed on my YouTube channel, so you're more than welcome to watch that. It'll probably be a bit longer, and yeah, you also have my face cam, so you get to look at my ugly mug the entire time. Anyway, I'm going to be starting a new game, but I'm going to be going into plus mode, which is what all that stuff there is. You actually can't see a fair bit of that because my face is in the way. If I can get out of the way, which I can't. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like this camera mode, because I can actually move and get out of the way of it to a degree. Yeah, but it still registers my couch, but well. And yeah, basically what it does, all the skill points, all the weapons and money and blah 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 that I earned in playing the game the first time around, I get to carry over into a new game. And if you don't know that games do that, then you've never played a game before in your life. It's a very fun game. The only downside about starting a new game is that, give myself a challenge. The only downside about starting a new game in this one is you go to these things called cauldrons, and they teach you how to be able to corrupt, reprogram. You get to be able to reprogram some of the machines in it, and but when you start a new game, you actually have to go back to the cauldrons in order to be able to reprogram the monsters again. My heart, they just... Okay, sorry, just had a pop-up come up on my computer. I was a bit confused about it because it was saying that it's not receiving anything from my encoder. I don't have an encoder. I'm not even sure what an encoder is. No. So yeah, it's a very fun game. For those of for those of you that don't know, this is a pre-apocalypse game. It's got all these creatures roaming around, but they're machines. And there's also real animals as well, balls, birds, and that kind of crap. That's me, Aloy. The armor I've got on now, I just wear it now because I think it looks cool. I don't bother with the rest of it. It's like because my character's overpowered at this stage. She's really strong. That's one of the reasons I've chosen to go for hard difficulty.
Where is he?
I think when I go to
when
I go to a new game, it actually skips the beginning of the game, where you actually start off playing the game as child Aloy, A-L-O-Y, pronounce it however you like, Aloy. Anyway, you actually start off as her as a kid, which is cool because it's when you learn how to do this, a little glowing thing on the side of my head. It's called a focus, and pretty self-explanatory. It's a little bit like Eagle Vision out of Assassin's Creed. You can look around, you can see everything. Like, the longer you look at it, the more information you get. And it's pretty useful, and she uses this to help her with fighting and everything. It's cool because it'll track enemies for you, and it'll actually also highlight their weaknesses. So if you look at them and enemies... I wonder if I look on these guys. Nope. It'll actually highlight the parts of them that are weak. They glow yellow even when you turn it off.
He said we go hunting this morning.
And this is one thing I love about this game. See if you can hear this.
Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to?
Shut up. that's not coming from the TV. That's actually coming out of my controller. That was the very first time I ever heard a sound come out of the controllers. I didn't even know they do that. And actually, that's one thing I've got to do before I play too much, because I'm still not very good at being able to pick out copyrighted music. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to use, what I'm not allowed to use, or to give me strikes and whatnot. I don't want to risk it, so I turn music off when I play my games now. I did that with Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and I got all the way to the end without any problems. The very last 2 minutes of the final episode, I got a copyright notification. I was allowed to use it. I didn't get a copyright strike, but it would make ads appear in my video, which I was very irritated about because I don't want that to happen. Not yet, at least. The camera's too small for that kind of thing. And so I was a little bit irritated by that. The reason that happened because it turns off the music for the gameplay. It doesn't turn off the music for the it doesn't turn off the music for the cutscenes, which that's what this one was in. And up until then, there hadn't been any music in the cutscenes. It'd just been screaming and yelling. And so I was a little bit irritated by that. I thought about cutting that part out of it, just all out, but I didn't want to do that. So I thought, screw it, I just leave it there. It's got one ad in it. It should be right. Hopefully, it's not too big of one, too big of an ad. Yeah. And I decided to make this one my new series because Echo wasn't really working out. It hasn't had a single view. All the views that are on there are actually from me. Because I've just been checking it out, make sure it's been all working fine. I've just been watching it bit by bit as I go.
Did you want to be alone?
No.
So I know I'm speaking over them a lot, but the subtitles are on, so if you want, you can always just read those.
I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt.
This is Rost. He's essentially my character's adopted father.
I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach.
I would go into details about how Aloy came to be, who her mother is and all that, but it is a very confusing story, and even after playing it, I still don't fully understand it. I need to get a proper light to shine on myself, because like everything, like under my chin, it looks like it's sort of, it's got my chin shadow on it, obviously, because my light's straight overhead, all of my ring light, and a little bit like coming from here from a computer screen. Which is weird. Like I think I get like my phone's line putting it underneath my chin or something. But
once you have the parts, you will meet me there.
It makes my head look shiny.
Beyond the village of Mother's
bugs me. But get a big camera flare on my forehead.
The edge of the embrace.
Yes. Now be on your way.
You be on your way.
I'll go gather the parts, but I'm all.
Aloy, that man.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find a use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate. I've got what I need.
What it is now.
Time to meet Rost at the North Gate.
It's water with sugar. With
really
sugary syrup in it. No longer Coke. If you're gonna have an addiction for anything, make it a drink. Yes. It's always fun when I tell people I've got a Coke addiction. Because it looks like they give me every single time. And they go, cocaine? No. I've got addicted to Coca-Cola, the drink. Because it's fucking delicious.
My whole life I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers.
And this was the first game I played where I got to actually notice like the effects of the PS4. Because the Xbox One's good, but they spent too much time, in my opinion, working on the reverse compatibility. So they have old games with slightly better graphics, which, you know, I didn't really want out of the Xbox One, which I was a bit irritated by because it was expensive. It was my 21st birthday present. I just realised that all three of my consoles, my Xbox 360, my Xbox One, and my PS4, all of them were birthday presents at some stage. Xbox 360... Actually, the Xbox 360 was a Christmas present, not a birthday present. I got that when I was 15, I think. No, I was in high school, mid-high school. Yeah. And the one I've got now is a different one. My house actually got robbed. And the one I've got now was actually the replacement I got from, which I actually thought was kind of cool because getting robbed wasn't cool. I was very pissed off about that. But because I had an older model of an Xbox 360, and when they replaced it through insurance, they have to give you a brand new one of whatever it is that got nicked. And of course, because the older model wasn't getting made anymore, I essentially got an upgrade, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I got the Xbox One for my 21st. Stop hitting the button. Got an Xbox One for my 21st, and I got the PS4 for my 23rd. Now, before all this, I had a PS2, and I didn't remember how long I've had that ever since I was a little kid. I've had like replacements over the years as I've gotten broken. My sister actually broke my first one. She insists that she had nothing to do with it. She knocked it off the shelf and she shattered the lens, the laser thing that reads the disc. No, couldn't afford to get it replaced. Went for like a year without a console, which I absolutely hated. And eventually I got a new one. And yeah, just like that, back to PS2. Damn dog, shut up! So I don't know if you can hear them or not. The bloody dogs behind me just... They've been barking all day. Pissing me off. Doesn't help that my bedroom actually leads into the backyard, which is where they are. Hello.
They know I'm here now.
Yes, they do know I'm here. That's why I'm running. What this one's going to be, it's my new series. It's going to be a speed run for the entire game. I say speed run, and so I think I've been called.
What are they hunting out there?
In real life, I mean, not in the game. I thought I was someone call my name.
Can't be just one machine.
Anyway. And yeah, just got Dr. Ross. He takes me down to a city
You have the
eventually.
firearms.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace.
Thank you.
Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then,
Cool, can I borrow
wait
$6?
for dark.
Wait for dark.
Just got given a bunch of shavers from my dad. So I don't know if you can hear or not, there's a lot of shouting going out somewhere right now. Anyway, a couple of days ago I asked my dad if I could borrow one of his razor blades so I can have a proper shave, and he just bought me a pack of decent ones. So, thanks Dad. And
Still a while to go before dark. I
Anyway.
guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
and my dad's doing his trademark thing as always. He comes into the room, he leaves the door open every single time. Because my door is not doesn't have a handle and that you push open and push close. It's actually a sliding door, and he always leaves it cracked, which is irritating. It's very easy
I
to tell
think I'm
when
in the
people are
clear.
But- So I'm just going to close the door. 26. And it's closed. I'm back. It's me. I still love the visuals of this game.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
Yeah, I know you're not receiving anything from my encoder. I don't have an encoder. Sorry, I keep getting the same notification on my computer over and over again. God damn it. If anyone ends up watching this video, the stream's not working right. Don't know what's going on. It's not streaming properly. It just says stream status bad, and it says it's not receiving enough video to maintain a proper stream, which I don't understand. I still don't know like all the bugs and everything that happens with
Need them
YouTube,
soon enough.
which is very, very frustrating. There's nothing I can do about it. It seems like every time I've tried to record today, something's happened that screwed it up. The doctor barking, I've gotten interrupted, or the game's just not working.
That's what.
What sort of
And
machine
I haven't
is that?
uploaded anything for a couple days now, which I hate because I want to be able to start doing daily uploads. These buttons are too sensitive. As I was saying, screw you. Odds are I'll just leave this as a recording instead of screwing around trying to get the stream to work. I'll probably just end up deleting the stream, but yeah, it is what it is, nothing I can do about it.
I'll watch your carcass.
No.
I'll harvest the parts.
That's at number 3. What I like about it is you walk through here, you see all the destruction of a sawtooth. Sawtooths are pretty strong, but they're one of the smallest guys in the game. It's when you get to the Stormbirds and the Thundermaws that you get a real sense of size by comparison. Because the Thunderjaw is essentially a metal T-Rex with guns on its head, which is fun. First time I saw one, I just ran past it, I didn't even realise it, and then I just heard the bum 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 of its guns going off. I was looking around kind of going, what the bloody hell is that? Turned around and I just saw the freaking things charging at me. Shit! When I was gone.
It won't be much farther now.
And
Why are we the only ones out here tonight?
yeah,
Life
that's
can't
it.
be
That's the
transferred
whole
to this
story.
machine.
They did. The kills we passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
Boom, beep, beep, boom, beep. Boom, beep.
They won't need to.
Not a fire.
This machine will be my kill.
Damn dogs!
If you're not careful.
They're barking at my neighbour. He's the one that was making all the grinding sounds that you might have heard in the previous vid. If I end up uploading it, I might not. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Alright. If you end up watching this, I'm stopping the stream. I'm sorry, it's not working right, and there's no point. So I'm just gonna stop.
There.